set in our minds that what we are going to be in future.
Right, that's a very sensible question. What's the name?
Archit. Archit.
Acha, right. Acha, suppose if one day you give one of your friends a call and say, tell me which road goes to Chandigarh? How do I reach Chandigarh? How do I reach Chandigarh? And you are feverishly asking her, how do I reach Chandigarh? Tell me, how do I reach Chandigarh? If your friend is sensible enough, what is the question she is going to ask you? Right now. To reach anywhere, shouldn't you firstly know where you are right now? To talk about future, shouldn't you firstly know what the present moment is? And if the present moment is known, is Chandigarh too far away? Before you talk of the future, shouldn't you first understand what you are doing right now? And right now means exactly right now. Are you aware of how your thoughts are wandering? Are you aware from where are these questions arising? Are you even aware why there is this incessant thirst for the future? In your moments of deepest enjoyment, have you ever thought of the future? Tell me. In your moments of enjoyment, have you ever thought of the future? Have you noticed, have you been attentive to the fact that when is it that you really start thinking of the future? Your mind goes when you are insecure. When you are insecure and tense and anxious, that's when your mind rushes to the future. That's when your mind rushes to the future. Are you attentive of this fact? Have you been attentive? It's only out of lack of presence from the present that the desire towards the future is born. जो अभी वही कर रहा है जो उसे करना ही था, उसके पास वक्त कहाँ है कि वो फ्यूचर की ओर देखे, क्योंकि जैसे ही वो फ्यूचर की ओर देखेगा उसका प्रेजेंट से ध्यान हट जाएगा और प्रेजेंट इतना खूबसूरत है कि उसे ध्यान हटाना नहीं चाहता। फ्यूचर की ओर देखने के लिए प्रेजेंट से ध्यान हटाना पड़ेगा ना, हटाना पड़ेगा नहीं हटाना पड़ेगा।
बट सर हमें बचपन से सिखाया जाता है कि एक एटलीस्ट गोल सेट होने चाहिए। As you said that if x is not related to z, x is z. If we are doing something, I am studying, and along with studying, I am understanding the concepts, and that will lead to my results because I am understanding it at present. But then still we need to have that goal to achieve. Aim होने में कुछ गलत है. If I am in self-love, then is it wrong to aim at the same time?
Let's not talk the language of right and wrong. We all are intelligent human beings, right? Right and wrong तो बाहर से आते हैं. We only talk the language of understanding, intelligent understanding. What is it that we are doing? How is there other things happening? Right? Just as you approach a Mendelian equation, we approach it the same way. All right. So what is this process of setting goals and targets? Let's examine it. When I'm putting a few statements in front of you, examine them. When you were 5 or 6 years old, all of you, you have thought of becoming something in life. Every kid does. मुझे ये बनना है बोलोगे. And what were you thinking? Yes, what were you thinking? I used to think that I must become a Superman who wears his underwear over his trousers. And I was absolutely fascinated by that rebellious attire of his. आप भी कुछ बनना चाहते हो? Mr. Universe, Miss India, astronaut, deep sea diver. Today when you look at that kid's ambitions and targets for his career, you laugh at it. Correct? Why do you laugh at it? Because his targets, his goals were coming from his ignorant mind. His mind did not know anything. Correct? Have you really become too different from that kid? If you ask that kid, will he ever laugh at his goals? He will be very serious about them. नहीं? मुझे तो सुपरमैन नहीं बनना है. नहीं मुझे जिंदगी में और कुछ नहीं बनना है. मैं तो इस यूनिवर्सिटी बनूंगी. Very very serious. Your goals cannot be bigger than your awareness. जितना जानते हो वही तो goals बनाओगे ना. तुम जानते कितना हो? Existence is a universal set, and you are a tiny set. Even to say tiny is an exaggeration. You are infinitesimally small, and you want to decide. You want to decide. Decide what? Decide what? Second statement. Can you really make a goal that you already do not know of? All your goals you claim are about the future, correct? That's what you claim. My goals lie in the future. कुछ आगे attain करना है. But is it not the truth of the matter that all your goals come only from the past? क्योंकि आप गोल बनाओगे वही जिसका आपको पता है, जो आपको पता ही नहीं. If you really do not know about something, how can you ever formulate a goal?
So something that comes from fascination.
Even the fascination must have a bearing in the past. Let's look at your ultimate fascination, your dreams and fantasies. Can you really fantasize about something of which you have no idea? All of you have seen dreams in the nights, right? Can you really dream of something which you do not know of? Even to imagine something, it must have a basis in your past. You cannot have an imagination of which you have really no experience in the past. You cannot have an imagination. Now, if the future is really future by its definition is new. Future by its definition is new and fresh. Am I right? Future is not a replay of the past. Or is the future a replay of the past? It can. You can be. But is future really a replay of the past? It cannot be. Then why do you want to superimpose the past upon the future? Why do you want to superimpose the past upon the future? You said हमें बचपन से ऐसा सिखाया गया है. मैं तुमसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, लोग तुमसे जब बोलते हैं कि बेटा अपने फ्यूचर की चिंता करो, अपने फ्यूचर की चिंता करो, are they really talking about your future, or are they talking about using their past as your future? So it is past that is masquerading as the future, and that is really sick. Is it not? What is new and fresh about life? अगर past को ही future बना देना है, बेटा हमने जिंदगी में शादी करी थी, तुम शादी कब कर रहे हो? अब बात तुम्हारे फ्यूचर की हो रही है, लेकिन वो essentially अपने past की बात कर रहे हैं. Do you see this? They are trying to make their past into your future. Now, is future your future or their past? Is your future or even your past? कि मैं बचपन से बहुत अच्छा स्टूडेंट रहा हूँ और मैंने ऐसा किया, बहुत ब्रिलियंट रहा हूँ, तो आगे भी ऐसे ही रहना है. रिप्ले करना है. Are you a CD that ought to be replayed again, or are you living a healthy, organic life? And in life, things cannot be predictable. Anybody who tries to make them predictable is trying to kill life. This timber is very predictable. It will not move from here. And it is very dainty, very neatly polished. But will it ever give birth to flowers? Is it possible for it to breathe now? What do you want to become? A tree in the wild or a timber in a decorated boardroom? Yes?
But isn't that what we are the situation?
If you are seeing it clearly, very clearly that that is what you are becoming, and you are not becoming that. Only those who are not seeing that will become that. The one who sees that gets rid of it, becomes free. Immediately becomes free.
So we can't be free of with this scenario. Something like that, we have to be the timber. We can't be a wild tree.
If you were really a timber, you wouldn't be able to say even that much. The very fact that you are able to say this much means that you are not a timber. Why do you want to pretend you are a timber? You are a living organic entity. Get up, rise, and become what you are. Life is the present moment. There is nothing else. If you are free right now, there is no need to become enslaved to the next moment. Why do you want to pretend that we are slaves? You are not. You are free in this moment.
Sir, in the talk that demolition the sacred, we heard about the family. Family who said that there is no family beyond an individual. family builds the way. But sir, if you look at the situation today, whenever you present the fact towards your family or somebody presents the fact towards that family, they say that you are dependent on us right now. So we are not really an individual. Our wishes are your wishes and our commands are your desires. So I didn't understand that how can an individual exist in a family if the family is again coming back at him and taking away his ways, which he wants.
The family, when it asserts that you are dependent on us, is perfectly correct. तुम वो डिपेंडेंट हो कह रहे हैं, तुम क्यों हो डिपेंडेंट? It's all right to be dependent when you are 3 years old. It's all right to be dependent even when you are 13 years old. It is not all right to be dependent when you are an undergraduate student. And remember, financial dependence is not a great dependence. Even physical dependence may not be a great dependence. The greatest dependence is psychological dependence. Greatest dependence is psychological dependence. Why are you dependent? Why are you dependent? When I entered the IIT campus, when I was near 95, close to IIT there is this place, Kamusarai, and that is the hub of JEE coaching. And so many of us from my hostel we would go, and there was FITCI there, and bring in copies from there to check, to correct. So question papers and copies, they would conduct their testing. So they needed somebody to check those copies. And they used to pay, I would say 30 or 40 rupees per copy. And it was a huge copy. Subjective kind of questions, not the kind of questions that the JEE has these days. It's been utterly watered down now. That used to be real JEE. Really tough questions. तो हम लाते थे 30-40 रुपए मिलते थे एक सवाल करने को, एक कॉपी सॉल्व करने को करते थे और मजे ले लेके करते थे. Who's asking you to be independent? Aren't there banks that can provide you education loans? And even if that means that there is going to be a certain degree of financial dependence that can be understood, that will go with time. But why should psychological dependence exist at all? And do you know what is psychological dependence? I have no identity except as a son or a daughter or a brother or a sister or as somebody belonging to a particular clan. Then there is a problem. Then there is a huge problem. And there is no point complaining about these things. कि हम करें क्या, हमको तो इन्होंने सप्रेस कर रखा, उन्होंने